Last week, I deleted my entire coding workflow. No more bouncing between Stack Overflow, the official docs, and 12 open browser tabs just to write one small function. For one full week, I built everything, every feature, every fix, using a single tool, Claude Code. And the results honestly surprised me. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happened, the real before and after, what got dramatically faster, and just as importantly, the places where it still falls flat on its face. No hype, no sponsor pitch dressed up as a review, just what actually ships. This is prompt and ship. First, let me show you the workflow I was trying to replace, because here's the thing most people get wrong. The hard part of coding was never writing the code. It's everything around it. Picture a small, ordinary task. I need to add input validation to an API endpoint. So I write a few lines, I hit an error I only half recognize, and the loop begins. Alt-tab to the browser. Search the error message. Scroll past 3 ads and a paywall. Find a Stack Overflow answer from 2019 that's almost right. Copy it, paste it, adapt it to my actual code, run it again, hit a slightly different error, and repeat that whole dance 3 or 4 more times. For a feature that should take 5 minutes, I've now burned 20. And if you actually time it, the real thinking, the part that needed a human, was maybe 2 of those minutes. Everything else was friction, pure overhead. That friction is the real tax on building software, and almost nobody measures it. So the question I wanted to answer was simple. Can an AI tool strip that friction out without making me lazier, or worse, without shipping code I don't understand? So here's the tool itself. Claude Code runs right inside your terminal. There's no new app to learn, no web tab to babysit, no window juggling. It can read your files, edit them directly, run commands, and, this is the key part, actually understand your entire project, not just the little snippet you paste into a chat box. Setup is genuinely one install, and you're in. Now, I'm going to do a complete setup guide in the very next video, because most people configure this part wrong and then quietly never feel the difference everyone's talking about. But for today, I just want you to watch what it does once it's actually running. The very first thing I handed is a small amount of context about the project. My stack, my conventions. And from that point on, it's ready to do real work. Watch. Okay, the real test. I'm going to give it the exact same task that cost me 20 minutes by hand. Add input validation to the create user endpoint, reject empty names, reject invalid emails, and return clear, useful error messages, not a stack trace. Now watch carefully, because this is where the difference shows up. It does not just dump a generic snippet on me and wish me luck. It opens and reads my existing endpoint. It matches the code style that's already in the file. It edits the actual file, in place, and then it tells me what it changed and why it changed it. There's no copy-paste, no tab switching, no adapting somebody else's half-relevant answer to my situation. And then comes the part that actually matters, the part people skip in these demos. I test it. Send an empty name, rejected, with a clean message. Send a malformed email, rejected. It worked correctly on the very first pass. Total time, start to finish, under 2 minutes, versus 20 by hand. Exact same result, 1/10 of the friction. All right, after a full week of living in this, here's what genuinely got faster. And a couple of these honestly weren't what I expected going in. Number 1, the boring stuff. Boilerplate, wiring, configuration, the code you've written 100 times and will write 100 more. That basically vanished. I describe it, it's done. Number 2, debugging. Instead of Googling a stack trace and praying, I paste it straight in and get a targeted fix that already understands my code, my files, my setup. Number 3, exploring code I didn't write. It can explain an unfamiliar code base faster than I can physically read it, and that used to eat entire afternoons. And number 4, the one I did not see coming, I stayed in flow. Because I wasn't constantly leaving my terminal to go hunt for answers, I actually held the thread of what I was building. I stopped losing my place, and honestly, that sustained focus might be the single biggest win of the entire week. But I promised you an honest review, so let's talk about where it still struggles, because pretending it's flawless would just waste your time and burn your trust. First, it will confidently do the wrong thing if your instructions are vague. Garbage prompt in, garbage code out. Delivered with complete, cheerful confidence, which can actually be more dangerous than an obvious error. Second, it can over-engineer. Ask for a simple, 3-line fix, and sometimes you'll get a small framework you never asked for and now have to maintain. Third, on large, genuinely ambiguous tasks, it still needs you to break the problem down first. It is a power tool. It is absolutely not autopilot. And here's the pattern I noticed all week. The developers who win with this are not the ones who switch their brains off and hope for magic. They're the ones who direct it well, who know what good looks like, and can instantly tell when the output isn't it. The skill didn't disappear, it just moved, from typing to judgment. So, the question you actually clicked on. Should you switch? Here's my honest take after a full week inside it. If you write code regularly, this is the biggest change to your day-to-day since the IDE itself. But, and this really is the whole point of the video, only if you learn to drive it. The people who get that magic, jaw-on-the-floor speed-up are the ones who give it context, scope their requests tightly, and actually review what comes back. The people who walk away frustrated are the ones who expected a mind reader and typed 2 lazy words. The work shifts from typing to deciding what good looks like. And for almost everyone who builds software for a living, that trade is absolutely worth making. Learning to drive it well. That's exactly what this whole channel is built to do. In the next video, I'll walk you through the setup that actually makes you faster. Because like I said, most people get that part wrong and never feel the difference. If this was useful to you, hit subscribe. That is genuinely what this channel is here for. This is Prompt and Ship, and I'll see you in the next one.